Good evening, everyone.
Howdo!
Sorry, I'm a little bit late.
Put it up.
Tough. So yes, I'm only a few minutes late anyway, so never mind. Going to be a bit late sorting some stuff out. That's Adrian Welsh, Welsh Clark. So yes, hiya Becky, if you're still here. Some as I say, I'm just slightly a few minutes late. I've been a busy bee today. So
Baking.
yes, I have been baking this afternoon. So I made Mr. P some of his favourites again, some jam biscuits, jammy Dodgers, whatever you want to call them. I'm going to have to wipe my glasses because I look like I'm looking through a fog. That's all flour and icing sugar. So what the two watching, so come in and say hello. So yeah, so I'm just wiping my glasses so I can actually see something through them rather than oh, it's you. Oh, it's you.
That's nice.
Well, I could see somebody had come in and said something, but I can't see. Oh, it's Bella as well.
Hello, Bella.
Well, I'll tell you what I said to Chris. Tough. I needed little girl's room, so there you go. We not too bad. Oh, I've got itchy nose again. But yeah, I'm a lady. How are you?
Hello, my lady.
So yes, I needed the little girl's room. I should have gone before, before, and I was doing other things, so I did sort of like leave it till the last minute. That's no excuse. Whatever. Yeah, whatever. What is it? Get on to Jeanette Day today.
Yes, instead of picking on me, he's picking on the host.
So yeah. So yeah. Angela not get on to me because she likes me.
Get up to her, Angela, go on.
So hiya Bass, how are you? Oh, Amjad's on the ball. I was slightly late, Amjad. So, and I've got Bella and Chris getting on to me because I was a few minutes late.
This is it, Mrs. Jeanette. What's he after?
So yeah, so I says whatever. Do I look bothered? Oh dear. So as I've said many a times before, does this face look bothered? No. Oh dear. So where did you go this afternoon?
Loxley Brook.
Yeah, Loxley Brook. They've been at, well, the plan was they were going to go to Magpie Mines because Callum's never been there, so he wanted to take him to Magpie Mines, and then realised that he were uploading a video from his phone.
And my phone's got Google Maps in, which
Yeah.
plug into the car.
And he needed his phone to get to the place where they were going. So that put kibosh on that. Hiya, Kate, how are you?
Hello, Kate.
So he says to me, he says, we'll get up early and we'll go tomorrow. And I says, there's only one problem there. I says, I've got to go for my B12 at 11 o'clock. So
Hi,
yeah.
Rebecca.
So the plan is, I don't know whether they, once they've dropped me off, that they're going to go there, and I don't know.
Yes.
Well, I'm not a mind reader, am I?
Well, you must be because of Dusty.
So yeah. So I says to him, I says, well, I says, don't forget, I've got my B12 in morning. So you see, it seems funny calling Becky because we've always known her as Ruby Slippers.
Go back to your old account. No, yeah,
So I keep forgetting that, and a proper name's Becky. So
it has.
it has. It's been blooming gorgeous.
I don't take my top off because I might burn my man boobs.
Or scare all old ladies away.
No, they'll come with it. They'll come with it.
So yeah. So Kate and Bella know what I've been making because I sent them a picture. Well, not a picture of the one that I've made, but a picture of what I were making. Chris gets lost trying to find Sheffield United ground. He gets lost going down to our Rastabel and it never let mind out. Oh no, that ain't true. It don't get lost. But any further afield than that, and he needs sat nav.
Yeah, and it seems funny that nearly all of the bottom teams in the Premier League, at least one person has got this COVID-19. Yeah, all others haven't. So they're trying to get it called off, aren't they, Bella? So they're going to get relegated.
Baz says, shoot that mass in the corner.
Shut up, like you're going back down to Sittingbourne.
Yeah, I'm just says I can finally be here on time. But you see, we knew it were over on were it Friday or Saturday because because there are all fireworks going off at Amjad. We've got a big Asian community in Sheffield, so we've got a big mosque here as well. So we knew that Ramadan was over because there were all fireworks going off.
We're on the right party. I was the first one that said, let's go to drive-through.
But so I thought to myself, well, if Chris and Callum's going out, then I'm going to sort of keep myself busy. I'll do some baking. But even Chris didn't know what I'd made until he actually came back. So, guess what? Guess what? That's what Kate's put.
Oh, guess what? I'm pregnant.
But
You went right bit through, Chris, about what? The football being called off.
But I do know that like most football teams have started training again.
There's a very strong possibility it's getting going to start back in June or possibly July.
She's put no. You said you were pregnant. I keep saying, it's that's 2 days before our wedding anniversary. Is it? Yeah, 21st our wedding. This is on 19th as well, isn't it?
Mm.
Yeah. My Baz makes the mean biryani. Yes, and I've got a secret to tell you.
What secret? Do I know this one?
Yes. I know somebody whose birthday it is. When's 30th? On the 30th of May. So, yeah.
Who's that?
Yeah. It's somebody's birthday on the 30th of May.
Ooh.
And that person is in the chat tonight.
Ooh. Certainly not Baz, because he's 85.
Yes, and Becky's got it right. And Eru said, who? Yes.
Secrets out, Bella. I bet she's with you, kid.
I know it's not Baz's because he had his while you were down in Kent. So yes, and it is Bella's birthday on the 30th of May.
There you go.
I bet she thought I'd forgot about that.
That's what we're hoping.
So everybody knows now, and I'll keep reminding you.
But she's gone out now. Are you a Gemini? No, but I know what she is. I can't say it all.
And Baz says, yeah, I was 21 again. You wish. Oh dear. But yeah, I mean, it's my birthday in September, so I'm 21 again, Baz. Whoa, there you go. She says she might do a birthday live. So there you go. Just look back on this live stream and Bella's put it herself. Becky says, I wish I was 61 again. So yes. So oh yes, I am a Virgo, Kate. He says that they had chicken biryani and he wore a blue outfit. I'm Chad. Chris will be 121. He's got a big birthday coming up next year.
10.
Yeah. It'll be the big 50 next year.
Big 50.
Yeah.
Away 50.
Yes. So and hopefully, by the time it's Callum's birthday, because he's 18 in November, so we're hoping, I mean, obviously we haven't been able to book, as hopes was, that we were going to book a function room, you know, and you know, get a DJ and everything, you know, but obviously the lockdowns put paid to that because obviously nobody knows what's going to be happening then. So if not, we'll just have like, you know, we'll have it here. Just have a bit of a shindig here, you know what I mean?
I'm going to get him, Baxter. he's getting hammered.
So,
He's getting hammered on
Baz put what, 500?
Cheers, Baz.
So Kate's celebrating the big 4-0. Next year, Chris is celebrating the 5-0. And year after that, I'll be celebrating the big 6-0. Well, they're on about like some shops opening and what were you saying that you know, they're on about sort of slowly letting a few more shops open or something. It's creeping now. Says, love you, brother.
Knickers, Nana.
but yeah, there was talk that you know, that they're going to slowly start opening like a few more shops.
There you go.
have a street party. But same as I say, it all depends with this thing, Baz. I mean, do we all think it's going to be back to normal by November? I don't know.
I don't. Can you imagine having a street party with druggies we've got round here? They'll be going up for free food.
But apparently, the reception and the junior schools is going to be opening. Is it 8th?
1st of June.
Is it 1st of June? Yeah. I thought it were about 8th of June.
That's 10th of June. It's going to be. I think it's 6th formers going back. 10th of June, I think.
Well, anyway, they slowly sort of the on about reception classes going back. The on about primary schools going back. Becky says we're having a big peak, but you see, this is what we're saying here in the UK, Becky, is the fact that I think they were more worried about the economy than they are people's safety. I think we're going to have a second spike. Even the health minister that advises the government has said they think that there's going to be another spike and it's going to be worse than the first one.
Yep.
So, you know, I think they're going a bit too fast, too soon, if you know what I mean. Too soon, I don't know. Anyway, you know, and some, as I say, they on about slowly allowing a few more shops open. So I've said all along, Bella, I don't think that they're telling us everything. So so yeah, I mean, you know, this but this is the thing, Bella. What gets my go is the fact that this, well, is he an advisor to number 10 or whoever he is, has broke the lockdown rules. So it's not say as I do as I say, it's do as I say, not do as I do. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's they telling you to do one thing, and then members of their own party are doing exactly the opposite. Yeah, I've said that all along, Baz. They only tell you what they want you to hear, or you know, they're not telling you whole story. You know, I think a lot of the figures is yeah, what Chris just said.
Bull.
Yeah, I think a lot of the figures is not true. You know, I think it's a lot more serious than what they're making out, if you know what I mean. But because they're so worried about having a recession and the economy, etc., you know, and I've said this many, many times, I think that they're more concerned with the economy than they are the safety of, you know, of the people in this country. You know what I mean? They're still thinking of the economy, not the people. So, I mean, still don't know when Callum will be going back to college. Or, you know, news says it's coming a second wave in China. Yeah, I mean, they relaxed everything in China, Becky, and then they've sort of had a second, you know, a second spike. Kate says it's crazy. I can't visit my family, but a stranger can come to my house and do a check on the boiler, or you can stand in line with a stranger shopping. It's mental. But changing the subject slightly, there was a clip put up on Facebook today, and I think it is absolutely disgusting. Now, I don't know whether she's a care worker or she's a nurse or what she is, and she was in B&M shopping, and there was this woman berating her for 10 minutes, saying that she's spreading germs because she'd got a uniform on. And she says, none of my patients have died from COVID-19 or are suffering from COVID-19. So why can you say that? And this woman says, I'm not talking about COVID-19. She says, you're just in here spreading germs. It were on Facebook, and it was absolutely disgusting the way this woman was being spoke to, you know, and she reckons that they shouldn't allow this woman in a uniform because of spreading germs. And this woman hadn't got no gloves on, she hadn't got a mask on or anything. So Wakey says it weren't me. But it's sort of shown you a clip afterwards of this woman, and she was absolutely broken-hearted in a car. She was absolutely broken-hearted. You know what I mean? But and best about it though, the care worker were a pretty youngish lady, and it were like a woman in the 50s that were berating her. It's disgusting, and it shouldn't be allowed just because she got a uniform on. No, I think it were on Newsfeed, I think, Kate. And, you know, I were virtually in tears because she sat there sobbing. And she says she were berating her for at least 10 minutes, all for the fact that she got a uniform on. And she says, oh, I'm not on about COVID-19. She says, it's you. She says, coming here and spreading germs. You know what I mean? Like, you know, she were a leper and she weren't allowed to go into B&M shopping. You know what I mean? And I was so angry, and this poor girl were absolutely broken-hearted. You know what I mean? She was absolutely sobbing her socks off, or how this woman had spoke to her just for wearing a uniform. And I thought, you know, it won't surprise me if it don't go viral, because she should be ashamed of herself. That's all I can say. She should be ashamed of herself.
All right.
It's disgusting the way she spoke to that, you know what I mean? And that is a person that's been risking her life going to work day in, day out. You know what I mean? For somebody to say in middle of B&M, you shouldn't be allowed to come and shop in here because you're spreading germs.
No, I didn't, didn't you? See, I'll spread this out. Smacks it on the nose.
Chris knows that's what I'd have done if that had been me.
So you talking to, you old git?
Yeah, Becky says crazy has no sense.
Crazy.
I agree, but same as I said to Chris, that the poor girl were absolutely sobbing her heart out, Becky, and it moved me to tears that she sort of. Will you pour me some Coke out as well, please?
Can't go sniffing Coke on here, you know.
Wakey says nutters are everywhere. That's why I stopped catching the bus. But yeah, it was absolutely disgusting, and I thought, I hope everybody shares shit out on it. Excuse me, language, because this woman wants bringing back down a peg or two. It was absolutely disgusting. So yeah, but I don't think the girl started crying until she actually went back to her car. You can hear in the clip a sort of answering her back. But this woman she were having a right go at her. says, Chris, do your job. Has anyone seen my camel?
What? Camel?
Wakey.
No. Up your bum on second shelf.
But yeah, and I thought, well, I've just got to mention it because, you know, this is what, you know, somebody that's caring. I don't know whether, some as I say, I don't know whether she were a nurse, whether she were a carer, but it makes no odds what she is. She's got a uniform on. You know, and it's somebody that's had to go and do the job day in, day out, all the way through this pandemic, you know, and you've got people talking to you like that. So yes, it's quite upsetting to watch, actually, because some, as I say, she's broken hearted, the poor girl is. And I says to Chris, I says, this is, you know, this is what the world's coming to when you've got people berating you in a shop when you're doing your shopping just for wearing a uniform. Baz has put, why has it got the hump waking? He's put camel pictures. But yeah, the same as I say, I do have a rant every now and again, but that it got me upset, it got me angry, it got, you know, all of the above, you know what I mean? Amjad says he's found it, yeah. Honestly, Amjad, it will upset you because the poor girl is breaking her heart. Hi, Adrian, how are you? But yeah, you know, you'll agree with me, Amjad, when you watch it, you know, the poor girl is breaking her heart, you know what I mean? So, Kate wants to know where you found it, Amjad. I'll see if I can find it for you. Becky says, I need a couple of umps. Oh no, I'm embarrassed. She said it out loud. Oh dear. I'll see if I can find it for you, Kate, and I'll send you a link to it if I can find it again. Let me have a look, see if I can search for it. Yeah, I found it, Kate. I'll send it to you. I don't know how to send it. Right, I'm going to share it to. I'm going to send it to. I'll send it Kate. I'll send it Bella. Hey. Yeah. I'll send it Baz. Amjad's found it anyway. So I put woman berates. Anyway, I've sent it to you, Kate. I'll it's gone viral apparently as well. It says woman harasses care worker while shopping. So I've sent you the link, Kate. I've sent it to Bella as well. I've sent it to Baz. So yeah, but some as I say, it's the poor girl is broken-hearted, and that's what upset me more than anything. She didn't sort of get upset when the woman were berating her, but I think she did this thing after she got in the car, you know what I mean? But same as Chris said, you know, it's absolutely disgusting. And I, you know, so won't it be warm enough for you today then, Adrian? He says, I did the hot challenge today. It's on YouTube. But yeah, so it's been a lovely, lovely day here today. But same as I say, I think that's what got us so upset, Bella. It's because the woman just stood there berating her, saying she's spreading germs and everything. You know what I mean? And it's, you know, it's these people that we go out and we clap for on a Thursday, you know, as care workers, as key workers, not just for the NHS, but for everybody that's been working through the pandemic. You know, somebody's got to look after the elderly. Somebody's got to look after the mentally challenged. You know what I mean? Yeah. Chris said same, Kate. It is disgusting. I agree with you.
Hello.
Hiya, Mel.
Hello, Mel. Bella does that on a daily basis.
Why?
Look after somebody mentally challenged. Sorry, Baz.
But we heard about something that's on Facebook, Mel. A care worker goes in B&M in a uniform, and this lady that's sort of getting on in years is berating her for wearing a work uniform in the shop, saying that she's spreading germs and everything. So, you know, I saw it and I thought, you know, I hope it does go viral, because this woman not be able to set foot on streets again. You know what I mean? Yeah. Baz, because I sent it to Baz as well. It says just watched it myself. But yeah, it is absolutely disgusting, Mel. You know, same as I say, us here in the UK do a clap for the NHS or whatever key workers on a Thursday evening, and she's the reason why we do it. And then you've got a woman berating it in B&M because she's there in a work uniform, and she's saying, you know, she's spreading germs. So yeah, I just had to say something about that, because same as I say, it upset me. I was angry, you know, all of the above sort of thing. You know, and if it worked for this lady, you know, she's had to go to work day in, day out during this pandemic, you know, just for somebody to treat her that way while she's out shopping. So yeah, you know, same as I say, anybody that knows me knows that I do get upset about that sort of thing, because, you know, and she says basically none of the staff confronted this lady, nobody stuck up for her. And I says to Chris, I said, had that have been me, I'd have told her, well, I'm not saying on a live stream what I'd have said to her. You know, I'd have swore at the woman. Not politely, I would have given it to both barrels if I'd have been there while she was doing that to that poor girl. Yeah, Kate says she'd be sticking up for her. And I said that to Chris. I says, I won't be able to keep my mouth shut if I saw somebody doing that to somebody in uniform. I wouldn't have, you know, I wouldn't have been able to keep my gob shut. I'd have stuck up for her. to the hilt. But she says, like, basically what amazed her was the fact that none of the staff came to her aid. You see what Bella's put? Yeah, I wouldn't mess with Jeanette. She's got a mean right hook. Wakey said he would have gone down the aisle where the curtain poles are and beat her with one.
So damn right.
But yeah. But so, I mean, anybody that knows me knows I wouldn't have been able to kept my mouth shut. And Chris knows I wouldn't. You know, they're the reason why we do a clap on a Thursday evening, you know. And same as I say, it sort of broke my heart that she were absolutely, you know, sobbing her heart out, bless her. So there you go.
I'd have been in there, will you? Don't worry about
that. But so what's everybody been up to apart from Wakey's lost his camel? Chris was
camel.
Chris was keep having to keep an eye on my sausage casserole. But yeah, well, Chris says to me Saturday evening, right, I'm going to get up at 4:30 in the morning. I'm going to catch the sunrise and all this. So anyway, before I went to bed, he says, sod it, set alarm for 6:30. All right, right, okay. He says he didn't have any sausage. How can it be a sausage casserole then? So Baz says it's got the hump with Wakey. Oh, he's chilling in his Eid outfit from yesterday's PJs. Oh, well, you see, you know, you're getting your use out of it, aren't you? But anyway, so Chris says, set alarm for 6:30. So I did. But anyway, alarm went off 6:30. So I says to him, sort of, when we'd gone to bed, and I says, what time do you want the alarm setting for? He says 6:30. I always set my alarm because Chris would sleep through an earthquake. So he knows that if I set my alarm, it will wake me up and then I'll wake him up. So anyway, I said to him, you know, when we were in bed, I says, I bet you any money. I says 6:30 comes round, alarm goes off and you'll say, sod it, I'm going back to bed. So anyway, he says, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. Set it for 6:30. I'll be up. I'll be going out filming. So anyway, alarm goes off at 6:30. What did he do?
Sorry.
He got out of bed, went for a pee, and he says, sod it, it's too windy. I'm getting back in bed and going back to sleep. So I says, see, I know you better than you know yourself. So it didn't end up going anywhere. Is it tomorrow you've got hospital, Adrian? At least he did it in the correct order. Yeah, but it's disturbing my sleep. My alarm going off at 6:30 and then him saying, sod it, I'm not going. So then I'm awake. Oh, Kate says she thinks we've got rain tomorrow. There, that's. You want A6? Yeah, right. So long as you're about to take me to doctors, I ain't fussed. So So yeah, I had a bit of a delivery on Saturday. I says I had a bit of a delivery on Saturday.
Bit.
I actually had 4. What were it? 4 items. Pass me that tub.
What's up?
That with them things in.
Oh, those little things. As long
Yeah.
as it's not that freaking box. Where's your coffee?
Tarzy. So yes, so I had 4 things delivered. Everybody knows that I use the round cake tin liners. Now, hiya Simon, how are you?
Hello, Simon, lad.
So anyway, I haven't been able to get any. I've got the loaf tin liners, but I haven't been able to get the round ones. So I went on Amazon, as you do, and they got 40. So I ordered some of them. Now, can anybody guess what they are? It's all over 18. So does anybody know what they are? And no, they're not nothing rude. Well, I bet fart stoppers. I bet Baz knows what they are. No, they're not butt plugs, are they? Well, I'll just tell you what they're for. They're actually for piping bags. Yeah. Nipple tassels. Bella said. Yeah, Becky's right again. But you see, I bought a plastic ages and ages ago, probably about a year ago. I bought a like a plastic box with all like about 100 nozzles in it, and these are I forgot what they're called now. Anyway, they're for your piping bag. And in this box, there was only 2 of these, and it's that bit I keep losing. That bit, not this, not the collar bit. It's that bit that I kept losing. So I'd only got 2 in the box, and I've lost them both. So basically, I saw these on Amazon, and there's 12. So I should be like, and I've put them in like an old, old cream thing, so I don't lose them. So yeah, so I've now got me piping. What they're called? Well, the adapters. Well, I don't know what they're called. I forget now. It'll come to me when I've. So anyway, while I was on Amazon, I haven't been able to get golden caster sugar from anywhere. So that's what the crunchy bits are in your lemon drizzle. So anyway, there's 2 things that I haven't been able to get from Asda or anywhere else. I think everybody in the lockdown has decided that they were going to start baking. So one, I couldn't get any golden caster sugar. So while I was looking for them adapter things, I came across Tate and Lyle. Obviously, everybody knows that Tate and Lyle does sugar. So I've got a box now with 10 1 kilo bags of golden caster sugar. So I not run out of golden caster sugar. So while I was looking at that, I thought, I know I can't get any soft brown sugar either. So while I was on Amazon, I saw a big 3 kilogram bag of light brown sugar. So I ordered that as well. And they all came on Saturday. The golden caster sugar, the light brown sugar, them nozzle things, and the The round cake tin liners.
£20 a bag for golden castor sugar. Highest bidder wins.
Oh, but yeah, so oh, and another thing that came, but I didn't order it, Chris did. Oh baby, just grab me that.
What?
I can't, it's keeps going away from me.
What's that? What's that?
That folder that you sent off for me. So anyway, we got on about me because now I've started not really Becky, but you can get it on Amazon. It's like I've had to order a 16-kilo bag of plain flour, which you call all-purpose flour, and a 16-kilo bag of self-raising flour, because we cannot get flour anywhere in any of the supermarkets. So she says they're selling $5 years for $18, but you can go on Amazon and get, like, I think it's about 20 sachets. I don't know how much it is. Anyway, Chris bought me this. So I've got all my, I'll show it you in a minute when I can get it open. It's basically like one of these folders to keep all my recipes all in order. So I know all my recipes are in here. So the one right at the very front is the one that I'm doing tomorrow evening. So yeah. So Chris bought me that because he was fed up of seeing the recipes all over the shan't. So you know, he bought me that. Bless him.
Everywhere.
Yeah. So they're all in a folder now.
She's also getting a wooden dildo.
Yeah. Not quite literally a wooden dildo.
It is.
It's what they call a pastry tamper. Becky'll know what I'm talking about. So yes, Chris, because you see what it is, it's when you're doing making pastries, you know, like let's say mince pies or something like that. Everybody knows that it's a fiddly business trying to get them in your buntings or whatever. Now with this, you just take a ball of the pastry, put it in the bunting. Hi, Dusty, how are you? Thank you for dropping in.
Hello, Dusty.
So, trust you, Chris. I bet Baz knows what a tamper is. But anyway, it's a wooden thing, and it's like got two different shaped things on either end, one either end. And who's I'm going to say who's foot to.
No, it's supposed to be Dusty.
So anyway, the aim of it is you just break a bit of pastry off, roll it up, put it in the part, this thing in your bunting, and then you press it, and that's what the tamper does. It shapes it to the bunting. So yeah, that's why it's called a tamper, and it's, you know, it's not a wooden dildo, but Chris, because it looks like one, you know what Chris says. Hiya, Snobby, Snabby, you've got me at it now. Hiya, Snobby, how are you?
I don't know.
But yeah. So yes, but it's like I'll show it you, and then you'll understand what it is. I mean, it's all right. Me, I must be over 18 for this channel.
This is what I'm here. You can't ignore the people looking at your phone.
I'm just going to show everybody. Why is it not actually showing you the thing that I want?
Uh-oh.
Ah,
Aha.
aha,
Aha.
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 This is off Wish though, but I ain't, the same as I say, Chris Ant ordered it off Wish.
No chance. Don't wish.
I've just got to turn brightness down on my phone and then I can show you all what exactly what it is. Display. Because you can't see it if I... Hiya Tracy, how are you?
Hello, Tracy, love.
So yeah, so if you're wondering what the heck is a tamper, I'll show you in a minute. Yeah. When it comes up.
Tracy's Triple H.
So yeah, so if people are wondering what a tamper is, that's what it is. So yeah, so that oh,
right.
I've turned brightness down.
That's it.
Let me just put it down slightly more.
Move it, like, put it at an angle.
Just a minute then. Gordon Bennett, things I do.
I've been busy in the back ball all day. That's snobby. Will be copyrighted due to Amazon.
Right, let me know if you can see it properly now. That is what Chris has ordered me, and he says it's a wooden dildo, but obviously it's called a wooden tamper.
Dildo.
It's not a dildo. So yeah, I've got a bit closer, so you can actually see what it is. So yeah, it's just another trick of the trade. You know, it's so you can easily make let's say custard tarts or you know, mince pies or whatever, and you're not messing about trying to get the pastry to fit your thing. You just put to press down crust for mini pies. Exactly. At least somebody knows what it is. So yes, so Chris has ordered me that. So it's basically, you know, you get a piece of you know, you know, instead of cutting out with the cutters and everything, you just break a bit of pastry off, stick it in your bunting and press that, and hey ho, you know, hey presto. Yeah, you've got, you know, no faffing about, no, you know, using a pastry cutter or whatever. So yeah, you know, some as I say, that's just what us bakers, you know, we've got the tools of his trade like everybody else has. Chris can make a selfie stick with that. He's not going nowhere near it, Simon.
Don't lock it up.
Oh dear. Don't let Chris touch it. You don't know what he'll do with it. I'll wreck it.
I'll wait till she's asleep. Which is never. But
so long as you're making some pastries, you can use it. But otherwise, no. Which I don't think he'll do anyway.
No.
I don't think he'll be making any pastry pies or whatever, you know. Don't sleep, you know. I hardly ever do anyway, Becky. But So yeah, so now I've got plenty of light brown sugar, I've got plenty of golden castor sugar, I've got plenty of self-raising flour and plain flour, however long this lockdown lasts. So you know,
like I said, £20 a bag. You can have some.
So on tomorrow evening's live stream, I will be making only 3 ingredient double chocolate mousse. My lady says I want one. but they do have them on Amazon, my lady. Some, as I say, I told Chris I wanted one some while ago, but when he ordered me that file for my recipes, with beetroot. So anyway, so yeah, it's basically all you need. Well, it says it's white chocolate and dark chocolate, but we're not too fond of dark chocolate, so I'm going to use milk chocolate and white chocolate and cream, of course. Use it for the beetroot. So I thought, you know, the thumbnail that DJM Films made for me, it says baking with Jeanette, but I'm not actually baking, so I'm sort of made my own thumbnail. I thought that said knitting then. I was going to say, is it that board it needs it needs to take up knitting? Kneading. But anyway, same as I say, I just thought I'd do something different because I've done cakes, I've done cookies, you know, I did the hedgehog slice, and I just thought I'll do something. It's like, let's say for knitting this woman's work. Oh, that's a bit sexist, Wakey.
Bye.
But anyway, same as I said, it's something easy that you can put together quickly. Let's say you're having a dinner party and you want to impress, or you want something. Let's say you're having a heavy dinner, or you know, you're having starters and then you're having dinner, and you only want to like dessert.
I have to go knitting.
So yeah, so a mousse is an ideal dessert if you've had like a starter, a main, and then you only want to like pudding. So yeah, so you know, I hope you'll all tune in and watch me make. It's easy enough to. Hey, Gordo's here.
Gordo.
So I'd printed 2 off actually. Like a strawberry marshmallow mousse or this chocolate mousse, and I thought, yeah, I'll do the chocolate one. I can always do the strawberry one at a later date. So but yeah, so that's what I'm doing tomorrow evening. I thought I'll do something different for a change. I have got like a single like hot plate ob type of thing, and basically, oh, Gordon Bennett, strawberry goes well with beetroot. So yeah, so I have got a single hot plate, and all you need to do basically is warm the cream up, and you know, so yeah, it's a simple, easy enough dessert, you know, like same as I say, if you're having a dinner party, obviously not while we're on lockdown, obviously. You know, if you're having a dinner party and you're doing like 3 courses, it's a light dessert, you know, to go or complement any meal really. Oh, he's made some wooden rollers for the lawnmower.
Oh.
Don't tell Bella, she'll be wanting you to make her some rollers.
I just imagine wooden rollers in an air.
Chris thought that tickled Chris a bit. When I said, don't tell Bella, she'll want you to make her some rollers. But yeah. So there you go. So I haven't yet decided what I'm doing next week yet. So it's a case of just watch this space. So I just thought I'd do, switch it up a little bit and do something. My next door neighbour fixing my lawnmower, he says, "Where's the third wheel?" He says they want for over 40 quid.
What?
He says they want over 40 quid on eBay. They cost me nothing.
Mm.
Oh, Gordon Bennett. Wakey says, carve some rollers out of beetroot. We'll have the advantage of dyeing the hair at the same time. Yeah. Gordo says it made some wooden rollers for lawnmower. I says, don't let Bella hear you say you're making rollers, or she'll want you to make her some wooden rollers. So yeah, and Chris were absolutely peeing his pants in corner when I said that. He thought it would head funny.
I did.
So yes. And unlike me, I made a little joke there, you see. But anyway, same as I say, and I'm making a chocolate mousse. It's a wooden head. That's look good well with my wooden head. So yes, I had a delivery 4 things on Saturday, Bella. I couldn't get any golden castor sugar, and I were on looking for these actually for me piping bags. They're like a nozzle adapter or whatever you call it. So I got them. There's 12 there. So while I was there, I looked and they've got some golden castor sugar, which I haven't been able to get. So I've got now 10 1 kilogram bags of golden castor sugar. And I also couldn't source any light brown sugar. So they've got a 3 kilogram bag of light brown sugar. So I'm all set now. I've got icing sugar, I've got castor sugar, I've got golden castor sugar, and now I've got light brown sugar. He says he's found his camel. So I'm all set, come what may. I've got, some as I say, I've got my plain flour, I've got my self-raising flour, I've now got castor sugar and light brown sugar, so I'm all set. If you can't source it, try HP. Oh dear,
Yes, where?
I know, but some as I say, crisis averted because I managed to get some off Amazon. So yeah, so I'm all right for a while now. So whatever a recipe calls for, I've more or less got it. So did I tell them what I'd made? What else I'd made apart from them Jammy Dodger thing? I made Jammy Dodger biscuits. I used a large hole saw and some offcuts of timber. Just cut loads of holes out the timber, then chamfered the edges. Ah. But I made old school retro sprinkled tray bake beetroot flavour. You know what I mean? I'll shove that beetroot where sun don't shine.
He's only doing it because he knows it winds you up.
The thing is, Tracy, if it sinks in the middle, it's not cooked properly. You've took it out the oven too soon.
Uh-oh, what's cooking?
She says she made some brownies, but it sunk in the middle and got a hole.
Uh-oh.
I don't know why. But yeah, it's a case of, you know, when that happens, it means that one or two things, you know, you've not mixed enough air into it, or it's not cooked all the way through. There you go, Wakey. That's an offer you can't refuse. Gordo says he'll make him some beetroot flavoured ice cream. But yeah, you know, I mean, do you want to get that thing out at fridge and show everybody what I've made?
No.
Yes.
Is it?
Do as you're told, man.
No. I'm on strike.
You're not what
spoke to me like that. I'm on strike.
You're not 110 then.
Doing nothing.
I'll tell you something. It soon went because I made these biscuits while they were out, and he seen I'd made these jammy dodgy biscuits. He soon had one as soon as they came back.
I didn't have one. I had
two, yeah.
And guess what? I'm having another two now.
It's beetroot's one of them things, Bella, where I've either got to fancy or, you know what I mean. Anyone want a space satellite dish? Yeah. So this is basically what I made. It's basically just a sponge with icing sugar and some sprinkles on top. So that's what I made today. You see? I'll lift it a bit higher up.
There you go. It's all right.
Yeah. So that's been in the fridge because obviously you've got to let the icing set on it. So, oh, it's a bit sticky now. So yeah, and all it is basically, it's a sponge, icing sugar with milk, and some hundreds and thousands on top. I see finger holes. Chris, what did you do? It's called, it's got two more biscuits. It looks like Lunar Landscape. It's a moon pie. So it's a...
you are under my spell.
It's old school retro tray bake. I think that's what it's called. Wells Clark says yes, please. So now I've got my file thing, you see. Well, I'm supposed to be able to go straight to it. Well, that's true. That's true.
That's why some beetroot in the middle, Pixie.
Yes,
it was, Wakey.
No, it's jam.
Very nice indeed.
Well, talk about being able to find things.
Told you to put them in alphabetical
I
order.
know. Old school retro sprinkled tray bait. That's it. Look.
Oh, looking around folder. Working. Like working.
So yeah, so that's what it is, Tracy. So yeah, that's what I've made. Old school retro sprinkled tray bake. Well, I've yet to sort them out, Wakey. Like Chris says, "Oh, do them in alphabetical order." I says, "Oh, I'm not farting about doing that." So that's an English thing. Yes, it's basically what they used to serve you at school with some pink custard and things like that. It's basically, Becky, all it is, it's like a sponge cake, and then you mix icing, sugar and milk to a spreading consistency and spread it on top and then sprinkle it with hundreds and thousands. It's really simple. So basically, oh, Gordon Bennett.
What?
It says file under C for cake. Okay then, Bella. See you later, Bella.
See you, Bella.
Have a good night.
Night, Bella.
So yeah, so I thought I haven't made it, so I'll have a crack at making it. So so I did. But yeah, it's maybe some bleed now. Scratching my chin. But anyway, so when Chris had come back, I'd only just had it at school with pink custard. Same as I say, not actually in baking. I did when I made donuts, like not the baked ones, obviously, but what I did some right early on, where I used a syringe type piping thing and injected the jam inside the donuts. So basically, I have used yeast in baking in that respect, but only for that one recipe, and it were for donuts. So yeah, that's the only time I've used it in my baking. So but yeah, I mean, it's only like just put them on back on table for me.
No.
It's just butter, sugar, self-raising flour, eggs, milk, and vanilla essence. Good morning, mate.
See the morning.
And then for your icing, you just need icing, sugar, milk, and some hundreds and thousands. So yeah, I mean, it's same as I say, it's pretty simple. Adrian says night, Callum. Was clock. So yeah, it's a pretty simple pretty simple recipe. Simon says night. So yeah, same as I say, I've not had call to use a lot of yeast. Becky says sleep well, Callum. Becky. So same as I say, I did think about making some bread, and then I couldn't source any yeast, so I thought, because we were having a Wakey says, night, Callum. It's like being on Walton's, isn't it?
I know. Night job, boy.
So yeah, so same as I say, I hadn't really had to use any yeast in my actual baking, but like in supermarkets, you know, it's a lot of the baking stuff is like rocking horse poo trying to source it. So some as I say, that's why I've took to Amazon, you know, because one you can't get any flour for love nor money, you can't get yeast, and I'll tell you something else that I'm struggling to find as well, and that is the you know, the white chocolate drops and the milk chocolate drops that I use for the cookies. Nobody seems to have any of them either. So, Adrian's letting all secrets out now.
Why?
He says, I'm in bed already having a nice stretch.
That's all you do it, lad.
Gordo can make you some rocking horse poop. But yes, like it looks like during the lockdown, everybody started baking because you can't, some of the say, you can't get no flour, you can't get no yeast, I can't get any chocolate drops, I couldn't get any round baking, you know, the baking things that I get, the parchment things. Yeah, liners. So don't stretch that fast and as often. Oh, Morrison's have got chocolate drop. Well, you see, same as I say, I've tried everywhere, Tracy. Asda, Morrison's, Sainsbury's, Tesco, and nobody seems to have any. So yeah. That is, you know, I can get chocolate. I can get white chocolate, dark chocolate, and milk chocolate, but not the drops or the chips, if you know what I mean. So yeah. So that's sort of, yeah. I think that's what everybody here in the UK is doing as well, Becky. I think because of the lockdown, they've took to baking. You know what I mean?
Not got bake.
Bob Martins have got chocolate drops. Yeah, for dogs. So yeah, same as I say, and my motto is what I say to Chris: where there's a will, there's a way. So, you know what I mean? Yeah, same as I say, Becky. I've got plenty of chocolate, and I said to Chris the exact same thing. Is if I can't get any chocolate, you know, the chocolate drops, I should just, you know, either grate some chocolate up, or I'll you know, or I shall chop some up. So, you know, as I you know, my motto is that where there's a will, there's a way. So, you know, it can't stop me baking so far. So, you know, but the only problem, same as I say, being is, you know, I've been baking all along, and this like people like started baking, and you know, and that's hence the reason for no flour. So, you know, it's just, you know, I came across the plain flour quite by accident on Amazon. Yeah, albeit it's a 16 kilogram bag.
You don't really want to know what she was looking for.
What?
Where flour?
But you know, same as I was saying to Chris other night, Tracy. I hope I inspired Tracy to start baking. You know what I mean? She's, you know, she's watched me doing my baking, watched me vlogs, watched me live streams, and I hope, you know, I hope it's inspired Tracy to start baking. So yeah, you know what I mean. You know, and enjoy. Oh, I don't know what that is.
Of flour.
Eh?
No, 5 grams. Oh, I don't know. Becky.
Yeah. No, I don't think there's no refunds on it, Adrian.
And what?
Flour. I've actually only just started my plain flour, and I've had it weeks. So, you know, I ain't even started myself raising flour yet. So, I had to buy a £25 bag of flour, no £5 bags. I think that's what it meant to say.
You know. How weird.
But you see, same as I say, because I've got Prime as well. I ordered them things one day, and a few days later they came. But I said to Chris, I says, I always look, one, that the product is in stock, and two, that you can get it on Amazon Prime, because you tend to get it a lot more quicker. So, you know, that's basically what I do. I first of all like to check the items in stock, that they've got it in stocks, because I think it was a self-raising flour that was from a firm called Food Service Direct on Amazon, and I think the golden caster sugar were from there as well. Now, I mean, obviously anybody can order it, but they're probably assuming I've got a bakery or something daft like that.
Yeah, but it's called Our Kitchen.
I have watched you over and again on see what I can do, going to do the Smartie. Ooh, the Smartie cookie case that I did. That was on the live stream, weren't it?
Mm.
But the thing is, same as I say, you know, like his friend Joy, she never baked until, you know, she'd been watching a few of my vlogs on YouTube, and then she says, have you got a recipe for this, or have you got a recipe for that? And I says, well, if I don't have one, I can always, you know, look for one. You know what I mean? So then, you know, I got Joy started in baking. Same as I've said, I do baking because I love baking. And I want people to share that same thing that I do, that it's something that you've created. You've created it from scratch. You know what I mean? And if I inspire one person to start baking, then what I do on YouTube, I've done my job correctly. Chris, will you do some baking? He has done 2 baking vlogs so far, Welsh Clark. He made Callum's Christmas cake. He made Callum's birthday cake not last year, year before. And not so long back, he made a chocolate buttermilk cake.
Once every 2 years.
So that was this year, but not so long ago. So yeah, so he's done 2. Oh yeah, because you made some biscuits as well, didn't you?
Did I?
Yeah.
Huh.
Anyway, So not last year, year before that, he made Callum's birthday cake, and I'd say were it about February, March time?
Yeah.
I think he made like a chocolate buttermilk cake, but that was sort of this year. And if I say so myself, he did a grand job of it. I'll just put a link in for you, Welsh Clark. I'll just have a look.
What's that for?
That where you made that cake.
Oh, right, yeah. Chocolate cake.
It's all right. I'm just looking for the
On my channel, isn't it?
yeah. Right, let's have a look here.
Type in chocolate cake and it should come up here.
It weren't though, it were chocolate buttermilk
Or
cake.
chocolate, whatever. Unless I've deleted it. You find it, this is
No,
no,
it's well, it weren't 6 months ago, were it?
no. I'll have a look in a minute. I'm just sharing some of my photographs out.
Sorry, I'm trying to look for it myself.
I'm looking to say.
How many times did the fire department? You'd be surprised, Becky. He did a good job.
Yeah, I'm a good chef, mate.
Someone using a crusher thingy in the bowl.
What?
I don't know idea. But anyway, yeah, he did one not so long back. He'll bake again next time Sheffield win a trophy, so don't hold your breath. Becky.
No, we're even winning FA Cup this season, mate.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, you heard it here first. No, I'm on my channel now.
So I'm still trying to look at it, look for it.
I'll look at it now.
Found it. Amjad's found it. He's put it in.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
We're scouring all over my bloody YouTube channel, Amjad. What are you doing, lad?
Well, that if it's the buttermilk chocolate cake, that's the last thing that he made. So yeah, he did. Some as I say, it'll be like 2 years in November, so it'll be about 18 months ago, something like that. Yeah, the food call cup. So yeah, it did make Callum's birthday cake because Callum's birthday's in November, so I know it ran in November. So, but it's not last year November; it was year before that. So he did quite a good job of that as well.
He did. I did. I did. Me. I don't know.
So yeah, same as I say, he has baked. It's just very few and far between. So yeah, you know, he's not passionate about baking like I am. It's just an occasional thing, let's just say, when Chris bakes. But he can bake.
I can bake when I can be bothered.
But with the one that the recent one that he did, I was behind the camera, not in front of it.
Yeah, she was director. I was still editor though.
Yeah, so I was the I was the camera lady. I was the director. I was telling him what to do next. I was reading recipe and everything out to him. I never helped him in any way, shape, or form. Only telling him what order the ingredients went in. But with this cake, that I specifically chose it because it's like an all-in-one method for the actual cake. That ring light I got paid £40. It's really good, but I want camera that Chris has got. Do you mean the Femi Palm?
Femi Palm, what's that?
Adrian.
Femi Palm.
So
£162. Oh no, it's gone up. £164 on AliExpress. Links in my video.
yeah, but that don't come with any extras, does it?
No. Don't really need any extras.
Yeah.
Really. It's good, mate.
But yeah, so they've been out today. Is sort of trying to get Callum into photography now. He says, did you say 162?
It was 162, but I think it's gone up to 164. I'll put a link in the chat in a minute.
Yeah, well, same as I say, Chris has got this site that he goes on, AliExpress. Now, in most of his videos, he puts the link into this AliExpress, and if you order, you get like a discount. There's like a discount voucher or something.
And I get a bit of something.
See you later, lady. See you later, my lady.
Night, my lady. Sorry, Callum.
So yeah. Same as I say, you can get like a discount on it if you use that link that Chris puts in his, nearly all his videos that are to do with the Femi Palm. It's called AliExpress. They sell virtually everything.
Everything and anything you want is there. I've come across on YouTube on there.
Oh, I've got itchy nose.
Right?
It's this damn hay fever. It says I have to save up.
Okay.
But I mean, it's like becoming a rival for the DJ Osmo Pocket, and it's a lot cheaper than the Osmo Pocket.
It is.
Oh God, do they sell beetroot? I don't know. Have a look.
Have a look, man. Put it in. Give me a minute.
So I mean, they do all sorts. They don't just do like camera equipment, electricals,
Clothes.
yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen's clothes. So I will wait. The actor's not a gentleman.
But I want an this one that I've got, Adrian. It's called a Geo. It's Curry's Own Mech. And how much were it? $149.99.
What?
This laptop that I'm using.
Oh.
So yeah, that is the link to that AliExpress.
Oh, I'm gonna click on that now. Have a look.
I'm having a look on me.
You want to lose weight without dieting, without doing
No, you'll get copyrighted.
No, we're not.
Oh, G Slater sausage surprise.
Sausage surprise. Oh dear. Oh dear. Trust Amjad. Welsh Clark says, yeah, they do beetroot wakey. He says he sneaked into YouTube. But yeah, you know, same as I say, if you, let's say you order off this AliExpress, you get a discount, plus Chris gets like a
miniature discount.
miniature discount.
It's not as if it's going to be a million quid for
£4 something, isn't it?
Yeah. Every time I've clicked on my YouTube channel, on my studio, I've clicked on it about 3 times and I've gained a subscriber every time.
It says,
complaining,
it went shush, I'm being nosy.
Not be quiet, it's a bit nosy.
But same as I say, you know, if it so Chris bought me this laptop for Christmas. It's only like a size of a Chromebook, but it is classed as a
laptop.
Where was this website? Chris has put the link in, and it's called AliExpress, and basically you can order anything off it, Becky. Clothes, electronics, you name it. And basically, if you click on the link that Chris put in and you buy something off that site, you'll get a discount, plus Chris gets a discount as well. But
well, you'll get in English money £19.79. That's about $20 odd.
So yeah, I mean, it's worth having a look, because there might be something on there that you, and they're pretty reasonable priced as well. I mean, same as I say, it's not just electricals, it's everything, you know. You know, it's just, there's like a drop down menu of what they sell, you know, and if there's something that takes your fancy, if you actually sign up for it, then Chris gets like what in UK pounds, £4 something, but you get £19, which in American dollars will probably be $15 or something. I'm not quite sure.
$20
Yeah, so you'll get that discount on your first order.
What's a laptop for gaming? Well, you'll have to get one that's got lots of space on your laptop, mate.
You see, basically, all I use this for is obviously YouTube and Facebook. That's basically all I use it for, and like doing my research on Google for my recipes, etc. So, you know, I didn't want to. I mean, like Chris, he's got to have, because he's got the editing software on his laptop. Probably this would probably do it, but it's not a massive memory, if you know what I mean. But it does me for what I need it for. It says, I did look, it said I could use Vartis for wigs and underwear, beauty products, etc. I got confused.
So I clicked OK anyway.
But yeah, I mean, same as I say. But you see, same as, I mean, you're more or less same as me, Amjad. Same as I say, I don't game or anything. I just use it for YouTube. And you know, I keep up to date with Facebook, etc. I don't sort of, you know, I ain't got Snapchat, Instagram or anything like that. It does me for what I want it for. You know what I mean? I'm quite happy with it, and I think it was about $149.99, something like that. But I use an external webcam, because the webcam, if you use the webcam that's on the laptop, then it's a bit dark. So I do find that having an external webcam is the better option. But even though sort of this one seems clear and everything, it's not a good quality picture when you're watching it back. You know, so we're thinking of like upgrading to a better webcam. You know what I mean? So you know, it's like everything else. It all depends on what you want to use it for. You know what I mean? It's if you're like me, you know, you don't use it for because Chris does my editing for me, so he needs a what you've got an HP laptop.
Yeah, but it's got a limited amount of megabytes, like space for your films and everything. So if I want to edit, say, a 20-minute vlog and upload that and edit it on whatever film and edit it on whatever software I'm using, it's going to take a damn long time to get it all put together because there's not a lot of space. It'll crash the software.
Ah.
So
But you see,
quite a lot of space.
You see what
space,
Chris does as well is basically all that he films on Femi Palm, all that he films on his camera, he puts it onto his laptop. But once he's got it all edited together, he then deletes it so it's not taking space up. Now I remember why I don't use AliExpress, ridiculous shipping charges. So same as I say, you know,
shipping charge.
Man does me for what I want it for. You know what I mean? I don't need anything that's too complicated. What's everyone's plans for this week? Well, I'm going to the doctor's in the morning. I've got to have my boost juice, as I call it, which is my B12 injection.
Should be doing cartwheels down the road.
Yeah. So yeah, that's sort of tomorrow. The appointment's at 11 o'clock. So that's what we'll be doing in the morning. And then I think Chris and Callum's going somewhere.
Magpie Mines.
Yeah, Magpie Mines, that's it. It's in is it Derbyshire?
Yes.
So anyway, yeah. So after it's took me to the doctors for me injection, they're going to go out to this Magpie Mines, and then after that, I don't know. Tomorrow evening, obviously, I'll be doing the live stream. Well, not baking live stream, but anyway, get external memory drive, only about 50 quid for a couple of terabytes. Oh.
Who said that? Get external memory?
Simon.
Could do.
But same as I say, apart from that, I ain't looked any further, you know, further on from tomorrow. Same as I say, I've got my B12 injection. It's a case of I just go in, you know, I've already got that, you know, it's just a case of in my arm, Bob's your uncle, and that's it. I can be in and out in a couple of minutes. So so basically,
Nobody doctors, literally.
But you see, the thing is, Chris sits out in the reception because he's got a needle phobia as well. He don't like needles.
No chance.
So no, it's not beetroot injection. So so yeah, it's something I have to have every 12 weeks. You know, I think it was 6th of March I had it last time, weren't I? So it's like basically once every 12 weeks. So you know, I'm due for it tomorrow. So the nurse rang me up and she says, you know, you're not at self-isolation or anything, are you? I says, no, you're not showing any signs of COVID-19. I went, no. So she says, do they test you for virus or temperature when you arrive at the doctor's? I don't think so, Becky, because she asked me all this over the phone. She says, you ain't got a temperature, have you? You ain't got any signs of COVID-19? And I went, no. You know, you ain't had a consistent cough, blah, blah, blah. Oh, you don't barely use your laptop, yeah. So, you know, it's basically, some as I say, it's just an injection I have to have every 12 weeks. She asked me, you know, all the relevant questions. I says, well, I haven't been anywhere, you know, to, you know, I've sort of, because of the nature of my illnesses, I've not been out. So, but you know what I mean? It's some as I say, it's just a two-second job, you know. And last time I went for it, I sort of arrived just a couple of minutes before my appointment, so we weren't sitting about too long. She called my name. I went in, and within a minute or two, I was back out and we were gone, if you know what I mean. But same as I say, she asked me all the relevant questions, you know. But same as I say, while we've been having this pandemic, I ain't needed to go to doctors. The last time I went actually to the doctors was the last time I had my B12 injection, which was 12 weeks ago. And that was when this sort of lockdown was just starting. So, you know, I mean, I hadn't sort of gone to the doctors or anything. She asked you elephant questions. What's that supposed to mean? Yeah. It's because you see, I had like weight loss surgery. Hey, we've got Ian in. Better late than never. You know, because I had the weight loss surgery, and I didn't have the gastric bypass, I had the gastric sleeve. And basically, they take 3/4 of your stomach away. So basically, your body isn't producing the right amount of vitamins and minerals, like, you know, for your immune system, etc. So basically, that's everybody that has weight loss surgery has to have this B12 injection. It's just to boost your immune system and things like that. Here we've got the good one in as well. Oh. So yeah, so basically, since I had the weight loss surgery, every 12 weeks I have to go for this B12 injection. And I call it my boost juice because I can always tell when I'm ready for this injection. Because like Sunday, I'd got no energy whatsoever. And all I wanted to do were go to sleep all day Sunday. Chris will tell you, I got up, I was up a couple of hours, and I felt exhausted. But that's how I know that I'm due it, because I get to a point where I feel totally exhausted. I feel like I could sleep for England, and I've just got no energy. So, yeah, so basically, I can always tell when I'm due for it, because I get, like I did Sunday, one of them days where I've got no energy, and I just, you know, I feel like I could sleep for England. See you later, Simon. Thanks for coming in.
See you, Simon.
So yeah, I mean, it's some people that suffer with anemia and whatever, they do have these injections more often than every 12 weeks. 2 10 shifts are easy. Then next week, oh, you're on days next week, are you, Ian? So yeah, so some people like that suffer with anemia and things like that. It's what they call self-inject. They buy the B12 injections and the needles and everything off internet, and they self-inject. But basically, it's I'm not one for, I just go by the book. I go to doctors every 12 weeks. I get it from the doctors. Hey, we've got Lucy in as well.
Lucy.
So yeah, so basically, I do everything by the book. I have mine every 12 weeks, but I always know when I'm, I know when I'm ready for it. You know what I mean? So yeah. So that's basically, I've got to go there in the morning at 11 o'clock for my B12 injection. So as I say, it's not too much of a detriment. It's only once every 12 weeks. So, but I do definitely know when I'm about ready for an injection.
Oh God, I'm still here. He's just lurking.
All right. Up the Rovers. I have a game for you. They're called B12 injections, Becky. It's worth inquiring about it, because, same as I say, Sunday all day long, I could have slept for England. I've got no energy whatsoever. And I said to Chris, I know when I'm due for my injection, because I have days like that where I've got no energy. I've got no get up and go. And yeah, see you later, Amjad. Thanks for coming in.
Oh, he is off as well.
Yeah. Okie dokie, Ian. See you later. Thanks for popping in anyway, Ian. You know I'm only pulling your leg.
Why would I want to follow that garbage? It says, come on, City.
But anyway, my get up and go got up and went. That's how I felt on Sunday.
I think it is. You can both play. Same as I say. That'll be it.
Oh, go on then, guess it then. Jeanette has a catchphrase, Pixie. She doesn't know, but she has. Yeah. Yeah. He knows me only too well. Sausages. Well, I can't help it. Oh dear.
It's going to hit 666. You know, when it gets to 667, I'm going to unsubscribe and then it'll jump down to 666.
Yeah, Wakey says, know what I mean. I say a lot as well. Yeah,
No way.
have you lost more? Well, not as far as I know, Lucy. Probably,
Pass it all to me.
probably only round me gob. Well, I live in Yorkshire, but I'm from Nottinghamshire, so you know the two combined.
Next question is for Jeanette Pickering only. Ooh.
Go on then. Down the back of the sofa.
Put me to it, Gordo.
Yeah, look in your wallet. Oh.
We're waiting for God's question. How many cakes are on the picture behind the Jeanette Pickering? No looking.
I know.
5. What's your question only, isn't it?
Yeah, there's
No.
5.
There you go.
I knew there were 5.
What do we win?
Adrian says, I thought I'd lost my wallet there. I knew there were 5. 12 tea. See, I know how many's on it because I had it bought me for Christmas, so I know there's 5.
There you go.
So if you don't believe me, there it is. I'll move out that way so you can have a look.
Who's still drinking your coffee?
Yeah.
I drunk that about half hour ago.
Yeah, well, I'm busy yakking.
I know that. There's 6, lol.
There's only 5. What word did I write on the back of the picture when I visited your house while you were on ahead? Do I know? Bog off.
Oh, dear.
Oh dear.
What's answering?
Well, that's a bit of a no-brainer because I don't go out anyway. So chances are, if you came to visit, I'd be in anyway.
I wrote Wednesday. Oh, let him take his red off him. It's warm.
But yeah, I'm going to say chances are if you came to visit, I'd be in anyway. Now that's just creepy. I would have left a jar of beetroot on the table. Oh, Wednesday. I don't think Adrian gets the joke. Yeah. Well, you see, Chris supports Sheffield United, and there's 2 teams in Sheffield. Well, there's one good team and one bad team. Sheffield United are known as the Blades, and Sheffield Wednesday is known as the Owls. But Chris supports the red team, not the blue team.
You know, the Premier League team.
So
someone has to. 17th League, 2 points off this 5th spot.
well, it's better than supporting Leeds United, I suppose.
That was better than supporting Leeds United.
And there's talk that they're going to get promoted to the Premier League if the football don't resume in the championship. Championship. I nearly said championship.
Well, you said it right first time.
Yeah.
Championship. Guess who I support? Cardiff. United's best because their stadium is closest to the train station and it goes a better chippy nearby house. 2 damn right.
Yeah, well, what you don't know is on a good day, you can see Sheffield United from here, from where we live.
That's our bedroom window.
So,
Swansea.
Liverpool?
United.
But you see,
No.
they were. Why I say Leeds United is because they were bigging themselves up last year and they're saying we're going up, we're going up, we're going up, and then they, as Chris put it, effed it up right at last. You know. Yeah. See, I'm a mind reader. You see. He says, yeah, Liverpool. See.
I'm Liverpool. Never mind. Someone's got home.
But yes, they were Chris's exact words is they were, you know, they effed it up right at last jobbo last year.
Again.
So same as Chris says, if they go up, I don't think they'll stay up. I mean, it were like out of the 3 teams that got promoted last year, this is hiya Jamie, how are you? So here's a question for you. After the 3 teams that got promoted last year, which were Aston Villa, Norwich and Sheffield United, which one's done the best? So answer that question. I'm turning the tables on you.
It's a Pickering and a Pixie.
Out the 3 teams that got promoted last year, which has done the best, and where are the other 2 teams now? I really couldn't care less. Yeah. Sheffield United, what place were you? 7th. And the other 2 at the bottom of the league. Obviously, you spackers. Oh dear.
He's naughty, that God, isn't he?
I know. But I'm just stating the fact. Out the 3 teams that got promoted, there's only one that's done.
And they had us down for relegation.
Yes, and they were saying all along, oh, don't worry, you'll be back down in Championship next year.
Yeah.
You should know me by now. I give as good as what I get.
We're all going after God.
If anybody knows me, they know I can give as good as what I get. So yeah.
Don't type it away now.
So yeah.
I know. Oh, dear.
Oh yeah, it's sucking it up now. Look, they've been pretty amazing.
They have. I didn't think they'd be doing as well as what they were.
Okay then, Adrian. See you later. Thank you for coming in.
Carry on stretching.
Same as I say, everybody was saying, oh, don't worry, you'll be back down in Championship next year. But as I keep saying, the tables have turned. Well, we've got to keep you blokes in check. That's all I can say.
See you Friday, lad.
See you Friday.
Friday.
It's only Monday today. Tough and clinical.
Oh yes, lady.
What?
We've got ball pick me up.
Why?
On way home.
Yeah.
Gravel Lane roundabout.
I bet they're a fire engine.
Fire engine going 6 Millington dozen, sirens going Eno, trying to get there before I did. I know.
But so yeah, same as I say, I mean there's quite a few tried to take me down, but not succeeded. Let's just say that.
Nope.
What's CCC?
Hear the old CCC place? No idea. Something to do with cricket? Never heard of CCC. What is it?
Got to be more specific, God.
Don't know what CCC is. it says what it is, I'll go, ah, no. That big camping shop.
Oh yeah, that's that one near that Staples. Is that what he means?
Yeah.
Not far away.
About 5 minutes drive.
You
10
mean
minute walk.
he means across from that St Mary's Church?
Yeah, yeah.
And then there's another church on other corner, and then a
Yeah.
bit further out corner there's that big. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not far away.
Could walk it in 5 minutes if I wanted. Not gonna.
I think what is it? Is it Decathlon? Nah.
Like that.
I think it's a Decathlon shop. They do still sell tents and whatever, but I think it's like just changed hands and my churches. So yeah, there's a big. It's like on a big roundabout, and there's like St Mary's Church here, and then I think on other corner there's like a Methodist church, I think.
And then there's a fish shop.
So yeah. I do know where you mean. I think it's a Decathlon shop now, I think, but they do still sell tents and whatever and camping stuff and Decathlon is French. I don't know exact name of it, but I know that they advertise Decathlon, and I know that they do still sell tents and whatever. Because like it's summer, they have a load of tents on, outside. So that's how I know. I know they still sell tents because it's summer. They put them out in, on display. Let's just say. So yeah, we're about, I don't know, 5 minutes up road.
It only sells 10 products.
But you see, the thing is, where when they go to Sheffield United, they're within they can get there in 10 minutes walking. So it's what's the name of that road?
What road?
Where that mini roundabout is, where Sheffield United's ground is. That
Not Queen's Road. No, that's Asda.
no, a bit further up.
I know what you mean. Hanover Street. I think.
No, I forget what it's called
That's
now.
Hanover Way, that.
Not Bramall Lane.
That's Hanover Way.
No, I mean when you go to March, you walk up and there's like a sandwich shop on corner, isn't there?
Yeah.
That one where we turn right to go onto main bypass.
Yeah, Hanover Street. Hanover Way.
Yeah. Well, anyway,
Not Bramall Lane.
same as I say, when they go to the March, they just have to walk down onto Queen's Road, straight up.
Charlotte Road.
No, that's Charlotte Road, the one that goes up. I'm on about where that mini roundabout is. So yeah,
Shoreham Street.
Shoreham Street. That's it. That's the one. That's
Not
the one.
near the end.
That's where I was thinking about, Shoreham Street,
Shoreham,
and that's
yeah,
why they
Shoreham.
sing Shoreham,
Shoreham's everywhere.
because they have got a chant about Shoreham boys. You know what I mean? Well, basically, when they go to March, they walk down to Queen's Road, up Charlotte Road or whatever you call it,
Yeah.
up to Shoreham Street, and then they're there.
Boom.
So yeah, it's about 10 minutes like a walk. Oh, Luann and I mod on another channel. We did a couple of little skits. Oh, so yes,
Okay.
with it, we're in about 10 minutes walking distance, and we're not far from town centre as well. So
7 p.m. Eastern time, that'd be like 2 o'clock for us.
yeah, that's in morning, isn't it?
Yeah, about 7 for us, that way.
I'll have to remember and watch it. So I forgot what I'm going to say now.
Oh, you will see a side of me you have never seen before and probably never want to see again, Lord. Oh, da, da, da.
But yeah, it was something to do with oh yeah, that's what I was going to say. Have you heard in Norfolk Park or Graves Park in Sheffield? We're not far from there either.
Yeah.
So just trying to think that something else that's a bit closer.
Sheffield Bus Depot.
Yeah, first bus depot.
Where it says, look at the time.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's 11:15.
Time now, we're having fun.
I know. Hint, my pot is Deb. Whoa.
Oh dear. Uh-oh.
Oh dear.
Have a wig on, lipstick.
I'll have to watch it back.
Oh, it's I do.
With a beard.
Pretend bra on. G-string.
You're up before you turn into a pumpkin, yes.
Oh.
Have you heard of Buffalo? What is it, a place?
Buffalo. In Sheffield?
Have you heard it, Signet Hospital? We just literally just took road from Signet Hospital. I keep saying that I'm going to check Chris in because it's a mental hospital.
So I can have an holiday.
Yeah. There is a Signet Hospital, like literally 2 minutes walk from where we have. Yes, I have one of their jackets.
That's a clothing brand in Sheffield.
Buffalo.
No.
You know that video that you did, and it says some at Broncos, didn't it?
Yeah.
I wonder if that were it.
I think that were a pub.
Oh.
That were a pub.
So,
Don't really go into Sheffield shopping. If we do go in Sheffield shopping, it'll be probably Argos or somewhere like that.
yeah.
We're not actually going to walk around on high streets and everything shopping and that.
But anyway, some as I say,
They make good gear. Oh.
literally, like 2 minutes down road is the Signet Hospital. They've got like a non-secure unit and a secure unit. Got the gloves and leather jeans to go with it.
Sounds about right.
But it's mainly for like a lot of the patients are young kids with eating disorders. That's like the non-secure side, and then on the secure side you've got like people with bipolar and schizophrenia and things like that. That's on the more secure side. So yeah. No. Snook pack.
No snook pack. No. Short and sweet.
We
no.
see Wakey don't live all that far from us, but far enough away.
Far enough away to keep
Yeah.
them at bay.
Yeah. I heard of a buffalo. I'd been to Buffalo. I ate buffalo chicken. Oh, he designed a lot of outdoor gear for them. Oh, so there you go. Well, you know, when next time we want any t-shirts doing, we know who to go to. So, right, I've gone on longer than what I normally do. So I'm going to bid you all good night. And Rab are from Sheffield too. Oh, there you go.
There you go.
Mine is for the bike. Oh, right. Okay then. Right, I'm going now. I'll bid you all good night. Don't forget to join me for tomorrow evening's live stream. I'll be making chocolate mousse on live stream tomorrow evening. So if you want to impress your wife, husband, girlfriend, or whatever, tune in for tomorrow evening. So thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you on the next one. Oh, we're just closing down, Vanessa. See you later, guys. Bye.
Bye. Bye, Vanessa. Chocolate mousse or chocolate buffalo? Chocolate mousse. We're chasing that road.
See they.
Here you go.